Well, welcome back. I would like to say that playing a stalker game is too easy for me. It would be simple to say that I should just play interloper. I don't mind going back and forth. Um, this game can easily put you in a situation where no matter how good you're set up, you can lose the run with just a bad decision, just a lack of planning, just a miscalculation. That's it. So I've got my inventory all set up. There's a couple lockers in there I didn't get, and that's about it. But it's always best to keep an eye on things. And I don't have a problem with doing a stalker, or this in case a custom run, but it's basically a stalker run. Because there's no guarantee of any longevity here. I'd like to think there is. And with a new update coming and cooking being changed, I'm sure I'll have a lot more chance to kill myself. So but at least on a stalker run, I'm a little more capable of getting myself into trouble and still surviving.
Take this food.
A little bit of a buffer for me. And then I'll go back and start another interloper run and play with a bit more caution, and it'll be fine. I just felt like doing a stalker run for a bit, just to kind of flex my patience muscles. Get used to planning and being a little more patient about things. Especially in a place like Forlorn Musket. When you know you're going to be walking into a potentially hazardous situation,
Die if I don't get some food soon.
always good to assume the worst. And the bear was there, and the wolf was there, so yeah, that's bad enough. And in Forlorn, there's also
This'll come in handy.
thin ice, which makes for a very interesting combination of problems. Yep, thin ice is no joke. And hypothermia, when you're in a situation like mine, is even less of a joke. So I gave the game everything it needed to kill me. So it did. My fault entirely. Absolutely. I completely deserve to die if I go into a situation like that unprepared and in a rush and not keeping my head.
I think I can use this.
So one day permadeath will teach me. Permadeath is a great teacher. Permadeath says you will play by these rules or you will lose your run. So it's up to you. Well, I have 100% bedroll. I'm not overburdened right now because I haven't really gotten into looting everything yet. So and I'm right here. So this is as opportune a moment I don't have it. Well, let's go look in that boxcar. That'll at least tell me right off the bat where I stand with the rope and the ravine. Because if I plan to go to Coastal Highway, I'm going to have to come back this way, but that's a whole nother trip. So for the here and now, let's go take a look in this boxcar. I don't have any, I don't have a hacksaw, so I can't grab saplings. And I can't take care of frozen deer. So a hacksaw would be a great addition to my inventory. And the flare gun, since I don't have a weapon. And of course, loading your flare gun is always important. Not loading your flare gun will get you killed quickly. The wolf loves it when you don't load your flare gun. He really loves it. Makes it real easy for him. And granted, I'm in Mystery Lake where there's not an abundance of canned food and pre-packaged food. I will take all these cattails. And the rifle, of course, is really only good when you read, get practiced, and proceed with caution. The rifle can just as easily get you killed. So, having the rifle in the game is no guarantee of anything, really. It can definitely be a huge bonus if you use it properly. Okay. We will leave you there for the moment.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Let's see where I stand with that. 4 pound? No, yeah. 3 pounds over. We can come get, come back and get any of that as well. That'll take care of that in the short term. So let's go get our little prize from down in the depths. Then we can always come back up here and do some harvesting and drop some resources to get it. Well, no, I can't. I don't have a... I mean, I can if I thaw the deer out, but that's it. Next thing to do is to get a hacksaw. Hacksaw will be indispensable. Or a hatchet. That's true, I do have a knife. So that's another option. And I'm warming up, so that's big difference from interloper right there. Huge difference from interloper. Yeah, I could have taken that into account, but there's no big deal to come back and get whatever I left for resources. Just get down here and get everything I can and get out. This is not nearly as treacherous a trip when you're running a custom run with basically stalker settings. On interloper, this can be tricky. On interloper with no bedroll, definitely can be tricky. And since you're down here in a place that I'm likely to never come back to again, I will give you a feather. For the rest of the deceased among us, you will have to wait till I have arrows in my quiver. And then I will be happy to pay homage to those that have died and gone before me. In the near term, survive. What? What? Well, what good is that gonna do me? They don't put flare shells in the world now. It's like they just don't believe that flare shells are of any use whatsoever.
This don't come handy.
You know, you got a flare gun? Great. You don't have any shells? Well, that's not gonna really help me. I might as well not even come down here. No stim and no flare shells. Might as well say no flare shells. That's not gonna do me a damn bit of good, really. Yeah, well, okay. Well, we'll get some more cattails. That's about all I can say to that. We carved this deer up with our knife. I could kill some bunnies, since they're a captive audience. They really don't have a lot of places they can run down here. And it looks like I'm not going to have to freeze to death immediately to be down here or to throw stones at bunnies. Or pick cattails. Which is a pretty big benefit. Because usually that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna feel a little guilty after all this, like I've got way too easy a time of it. That's the problem. There's not quite a balance. The resources get bumped up a little bit higher, a good bit higher than what you're used to in Interloper, and then of course the whole temperature thing No, that's not what I was trying to do. Not even that this is, picking these is necessary. But, interloper habits. So, I wasn't prepared to see one shell for the flare gun. That's a new one on me. Guess they figured they're gonna make a little buffer there, and not make it so easy for you to obtain a flare gun and 5 shells.
I might have to drop some gear.
Well, might would be the operative word there. Unfortunately for you, it's not really your decision. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make some water. And no, we're not going to eat raw meat, even though it's going to put it on the menu for us to select from. We're just not going to do it. Having the knife is a huge deal. Huge bonus. Yep, requires a hatchet. No more bunnies. Really? Was there only just one down here? Is that in fact all? Well, we can sit down here and harvest and drink tea and have a little cookout and wait out the inevitable blizzard that's going to come. You can give me all the feathers you want. All right.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
And we're not going to have to sleep in this little mat because we have a sleeping bag. How about that? So let's drop this hide in this gut over here. Let's make us a little fire and get cozy. Right? I just got to remember I have 2 magnifying glasses in my inventory. So when the opportunity arises, I'll get my usefulness out of them. I imagine on this run, I'll probably see nicer weather. I don't know. It depends. It's really weird on custom. Until I
Turned out pretty well.
see what's going to happen, I won't make any statements. And then of course, region by region, it's completely unpredictable. Get good and tired. Get the night moving along. I don't have frostbite anymore. That's nice. Always nice not to have frostbite. Now,
Too much stuff to carry.
I should not have to worry about temperature. Which is why I fixed all my clothes up. Well, I say all. I fixed the important ones up. And if it comes down to it, I'd rather stop and make another fire than
I could eat anything right now.
just keep this one burning. This will be enough to get us through here. Plus, I will probably have to make another fire before it's all over with anyway. Wow. Not bad. Let me see. Out of curiosity. Oh, I have no cloth. So that answers that question. Alright, we'll go ahead and do our thing. Like get something to eat. Well, there's our... Oh, the rabbit. Well, why not, right? Let's see where that brings us. On temperature. Okay, good. Obviously, I'm not doing bad on temperature. Nice. Let's just do 2. Okay, there's our drop. But not a lot. So we'll just proceed with caution through this little period, and we should be fine. This may give me some indication of, well, it must still be 31. 1 degree. Well, that's just not going to drop enough to get me, so. That may. No, still 1 arrow down. But it would have to plummet pretty far. And it's holding steady at 27. It would be tough to get me. But it's gonna try. Well, there you go. So now's the time to go ahead and start that fire. Yeah, it can't last too long. Once the day breaks, even if it keeps blizzarding, it just can't maintain that level of cold, so get rid of some weight. Just for good measure, throw one more piece on there and sleep for 3, if it'll let us. Get rid of some water. Now it's just a matter of waiting it out. Of course, when the game realizes I'm just sitting in here cooking rabbit and acting like I don't care, it will say, time to end the blizzard. He's not coming out. And you're right. No, I'm not coming out. Not until you quit your nonsense. That gets rid of that weight. Can't use the torch anyway, so not that it does me any good to even have you out, but I'll always take a few torches. And now it's time to leave. I'm not completely 100% rested, but I should be good on weight. I mean, I don't have a hammer, I don't have a hacksaw, I don't have a hatchet. So, there's no reason why I can't go up this rope and stand on the ledge and then finish the last bit and be fine, right? Right? I'm confident, you're confident, everybody's confident. This is just going to be a walk in the park. No issues here at all. And of course, since I'm not coming back here, and these don't weigh much of anything, I will pick them and say goodbye to the ravine. That's what I like to see, climbing with confidence. You are making progress like crazy. Look at you. You think you've done this before. This is a little bit different than my last experience. Yeah, you're slowing down a little bit now, huh? Anyway. A little picture of the death trap. Look at that. Almost no encumbrance whatsoever. I guess maybe I'll have to start an interloper run and do both. Go back and forth. Just simply because this is going to be really easy, but this is definitely where I would like to, the character I would like to take to the new area first. At least with this character, I'd actually be able to go to the new area, you know? Without immediate death. What, we don't get a deer? There you are. There you are. Any more feathers? Well, I can leave you here. I think I'm going to leave both of y'all here. Well, I need gut, though. I need gut curing, don't I? Let's see what it does to me. Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Can't feel my feet.
Let us go ahead and get warm
Think.
and grab this, and then I can grab a torch out of here. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Just get it going.
Turned out pretty well.
mitigate some of this excessive cold. Hope the wind doesn't just come blazing up on us. Hour and 11 and 20 minutes. Up. Gonna have to be quick about it. I don't think we're gonna make it unless we get by these rocks real quick. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose the torch. Just need to swing into this cave really quick. And we may be able to keep this going. If I could run. He's acting like he's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, didn't make it. Got an arrow on you? No. Still midday, so I mean, we don't actually have to make a fire. We'll look at that in a minute. Let's see. just, just, just so happened you just wanted to do that, huh? How interesting. How did that come up all of a sudden, huh? Any idea how that happened? You just all of a sudden needed to throw wind and cold at me. As if on cue. Well, we're gonna have to get all these goodies back to safety, aren't we? To a place I can drop and store them.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
And I don't have a hatchet, so these saplings over here are just gonna mock me. As well as the deer. Well, I am tired, aren't I? Well, I'll just look at it as I have one shot to shoot at one wolf that's going to stand between me and getting all my resources to a safe place. Game doesn't like me right now. No, it doesn't. Yeah, a loaded gun is the only gun that's of any use. Yeah, if this wolf was going to come to me, now is the time. 3 bars. This will tell it right here, won't it? So if he's hiding, let him show himself. I got a little bit of run and that's it. All right, let's get all this off of you. Now I got to deal with is some raw meat. I'm gonna end up stepping on all my gut coming through the door, huh? I won't be able to miss it though, will I? I should not be able to miss it. Well, that's a good start. Well, what do you think about that, game? I'm indoors. What are you going to do now? Not going to worry about these mitts. I should be able to find gauntlets in the game. Let's just go ahead and, well, you know, I don't even want to hardly fix these because well, that's all I got right now.
I'm too tired to think straight.
Let's just pretend that that's all I got and I need to keep up with it. I'm not going to be able to do
Die if I
any
don't get
reading.
some food soon.
Ooh, that's all in bad shape, isn't it? That all needs to be cooked. Not really a good idea. Kind of asking for it here. But I'd like to go and make some water. Cook up this meat. Well, you think he's like got an ailment? That climb took it all out of him. He is as close to non-functional as you can get at this moment. this is my indoor fire. This is all I got. So we'll take it. We will take it. I can be a little bit more careless with resources. Ah, there's the other bedroll. Well, that's not a bad place to leave it, really. You know, there's probably a better place. I may just take that and put it somewhere else. Where would be a good place to put that?
Come on.
I don't know. I'll have to give it some thought. Be the type of thing you'd put up at the waterfall cave up there on Timberwolf. But that's pretty remote, isolated area. Not really near some crossroads or something where you would use it often. Of course, you know, this is not going to ensure that I'm not going to get sick. But I would really like to utilize the calories I have on hand. And the game knows I have antibiotics, so it's not like it can kill me easily. It can set me back. Well, let me just make a little bit of water here. I'm not going to lose a lot of condition from being tired or hungry. Thirsty and cold are your enemies. Hungry and tired. Unless you're tired, you don't have a bedroll and you have cabin fever. That could be a little bit of an issue. So if I'm going to poison myself, now would be the good time because I'm right here. Let's go ahead and eat the big piece. Probably should, well, it's not going to matter. If it's poison, right? Kind of pushing my luck here. But at 68%, you know, that's as good as it's going to get. And let's do 10 hours. Just get all this behind us. Like the I didn't top that water off. Let's see. Let's see how bad it is for 10 hours. Yeah, that last little bit was probably all that would have got me into trouble. Let's get this Aurora over with. Don't need to be dealing with an Aurora. We'll take this bedroll with us. Get the sunshine in here. Well, this has been going on long enough. I suppose I can get back out of here. That'll get it warming up a little bit out there. Because these crates are gold. They really are.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Boy, that just completely destroyed his calories, didn't it?
I need to find food.
Just put one cattail on that. Where did I leave myself with water? Okay, I'm good enough. Yeah, still no pry bar. Ooh, nasty weather. Alright, well, we'll get into the trailer and call it. I can sit in there and read. If I can make it past the wolf, if he happens to be here. Hasn't been here yet, but you know how that goes. It's a bit strange, because this is his favorite spot. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here, and on the next trek we'll go this back way. Check that blind. Still got my one shell to get me out of danger, right? I can't believe that it only has one shell in there, but whatever. Alright, well, I'll see you back here soon, and we'll continue this little adventure. Thanks for watching.